Hi, I'm Streaky from Streaky.com. Today I'm reviewing the Tegeler Konnector. So today I've got a Konnector, which is a box made by Tegeler Audio. Now, you know Tegeler Audio from their Cream that I've reviewed, and they do a load of other outboard gear for just purely analog. Now, their Cream is top notch. You should definitely try that. I'm a big fan. But you need a way to connect all of your equipment up, and that's where the Konnector comes in, weirdly. A lot of people will have Maselect consoles, or they will have a little switcher box or some kind of panel where you can switch in and out. Now, the thing is about those panels is you hardwire into the back of those panels. So you really are stuck with where you have those within the switcher. So if channel 1 is your EQ, channel 2 is your compressor, another EQ on 3, they're kind of stuck there. Some do have ways of you switching, say, 1 and 2 over, but the beauty of the Konnector is everything gets connected into the box. It's just essentially a basic box. Once it's in there, you can move things in whatever way you want, so there's no hard patching at all. So the price is around £2,000, which is about $2,400. Now, it is purely a switcher for moving things around and keeping yourself organised. You are able to, because it's got an Ethernet on the back, which is on your network, you can actually call in from other places. So if you've got a studio somewhere else, you can actually work there and operate their equipment via the box too, which is pretty cool. And also a lot of the Tegeler stuff has automated pots on it. So you'd actually be able to move those pots within your software, which is pretty smart. So what I'll do is I'll take you into their software. They have some software that runs with it on your computer, so you're able to move this stuff around, and I'll show you exactly how that's done. So the way it's connected, before we go into that, is there are D connectors on the back of the box. Now, the D connectors go into your equipment. Now, for me, I wasn't happy about that because I like XLRs on everything. I like to use my own cables because I think that changes the sound. But I spoke to Tegeler about it. They said you can actually make your cables into the D connector, but they need the D connector in the box to be able to make those connections and make it work the way they want it to work. So you can use your own cables, but at the moment it just goes into D-Con connectors. So yeah, I'll take you in the box and show you exactly how it works. So I've patched all my equipment into the back of the Konnector, and then what I want to do is I have an IP address where this is talking via an Ethernet connector on the network to the back of the box, so there is an Ethernet in. And here I've got on my in and outs on 1 is my backs, my 2 is the cream, whichever order this is. You can put it in random order because it doesn't actually matter with this box. You can choose different images so that you can change the image that you've got here so it resembles your piece of your outboard, and call it whatever you want here. You can activate it or so it's not in the chain completely, or have it on there. Within here you can set some presets up, which is pretty cool. It's got an MS matrix, let me say that as well, which is really handy. So if I want to move things around, I can move them just very quickly, say to there, and then I can store that as a preset, so I know I've got different setups I can go to very quickly when I'm in the plugin. So that's how the basic setup of how it sets up within this system. Now let's go to Pro Tools, where I've got the plugins selected, and within here you can see this is my basic setup that I've made. And so what I want to do, if I just, instead of having to hardwire all the time, which with a normal switching box you'd have to keep it in the same pattern or hardwire to be able to hear something, with this I can very quickly think to myself, okay, how's that EQ going to sound before the compressor, or how's that compressor going to sound after that tube compressor? And so I can do that super fast. I mean, this is just great compared to having to pull cables out and just to be able to hear that sound, because your head has changed so much by the time you then hear that sound. It's very difficult to have a judgment on whether it's actually done the right thing or not. So being able to switch very quickly is great. The bypass on here works really fast, actually faster than putting your hand up to the bypass button yourself on your equipment. And that's obviously very helpful if you have got equipment that's positioned in other parts of the room that you can't get to. So if you are using this as a mix engineer and you've got a lot of outboard going on in different areas, you can just select stuff very quickly and move it around. which is great on here. Just super easy, and you can have presets set up. So just from a working process, it's just super quick to move stuff, solo things, mute things, and just hear exactly what's going on before and after. And like I say, you can select different presets if you've stored some. So that's it inside the box. So that's the Konnector from Tegeler Audio. I hope that explained it enough for you and gives you an idea on exactly what it can do for you. Sound-wise, I found it very clean, very easy to use. I really enjoyed playing with it. So I think it's a really good contender if you are looking for a switcher box. Definitely worth looking at. They'll send you one over for 14 days for a free trial, which is always a bonus. So yeah, I'd definitely check it out if you're looking for a switcher. It's very versatile. If you like this kind of content, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and thumb up the video. Thank you for that. And if you haven't subscribed already, I have a newsletter at streaky.com. There is a link below, and that's only once a month. It's the Audio Anoraks newsletter where I send out you discounts, giveaways, and things that I find online that'll interest you as somebody who's into audio the same as me. So make sure you go to streaky.com and sign up for that. If you want to learn how to master with me, you can also do that at streaky.com. So please go there, register your email for the newsletter, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.